Hello, Edisto. I would like to start this show with a theme song like I always do, but I was nearly eaten alive by a wild animal during the take of this song that I just did outside just a few minutes ago for this show. And I'm lucky to be alive. I want you to watch the theme song very well and listen to it and see if you can spot the wild animal that almost ate me to death. Hello, Edisto. Hello, Edisto. Hello, Edisto. The people and the places you love and you know. Hello, Edisto. Don't you want to go back to Edisto to see the people and the places you love and you know? Hello, hello, Edisto. Hello, armadillo. Did you see that? Big armadillo. Hello, Edisto. Hello, Edisto. Do not adjust the color on your set. I am quite sunburned from my wonderful fun day at Access 23 today on Edisto Beach. We've got lots to go on in this show, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about something on the upcoming shows we're going to have. I reached out to my good friends on I Love Edisto, which is an absolutely wonderful Facebook site and very good for Edisto. And just all I did was display one of the other studios. I'm in Krabby Road Studio right now. The other studio is the Hello Edisto studio for when I do podcast interviews with guests. And I asked for some guests, and I've got several people who answered me today. Mrs. C. Hope Clark, who is an author on Edisto, a very good author. She's the author of Edisto Heat and many other great books, Carolina Slade, and she is currently working on Craven County Line, and I'll probably be able to go to the to Karen's bookstore on Edisto and interview her for that and do a small podcast from there, but details will follow. And I also spoke with a Mr. Greg Estevez. Well, actually, I didn't speak with him. He reached out to me on I Love Edisto, and once again, kudos to you, I Love Edisto, because we do. And Mr. Greg Estevez, I did some research on him. He's an author and also an Edisto Island historian. He's done much work at the Hutchison House, which is the oldest identifiable Edisto house that we have, original. And it was the home of Henry Hutchison he was a cotton farmer way back in the day. And I can't tell you as much as he'll be able to tell you, but we look forward to interviewing him as well. And I did a little snippet called Edisto Island Shuttle Corner because I do run Edisto Island Shuttle. That is my business here on Edisto. And one lady I took stood out in my mind, and I'm going to feature her right now, Mrs. Joan Bumgardner. Bumgardner. It is not no T or anything like that. She was 94 years old and full of spry and vim and vigor and all those other adjectives. She was wonderful, and we talked about how Edisto used to be Colleton County at first, and then it changed to Charleston County, and now it's Colleton County again. And now there's talks to turn it back to Charleston County again, but I don't believe that's going to happen because Walterboro would probably be a ghost town without Edisto's revenue, but I could be wrong. There's lots to look at on this podcast, and I started it on the 4th of July, so we're going to continue. Let's just roll on. Hello, Edisto. Hello, Edisto. Today is the 4th of July, 2023. 247 years ago, the Second Continental Congress ratified the Constitution which governs the framework of these great United States. And I, David Crawford, am going to Edisto to celebrate the 4th of July festivities with my family and friends, or my family of friends. Basically, Independence Day is like a kid moving away from home who has just had enough of his parents. We had enough of the oppression from England, and we left. And at first it was a struggle, and then we did pretty good. And now, we have our bumps as a nation, but we are still the greatest place in the planet. If you don't believe me, go somewhere else. That's my opinion. But we're about to go over the bridge. Everybody knows it as the bridge and the Dahoo. Few people know it as the McKinley Washington Jr. Bridge, but that's what it is. Anyhow, we're going to have a good time on Edisto today, celebrating 247 years of having a great time as an American.
Hello, Edisto.
Hello, Edisto. I'm with my honey, Amy, Guess, and we're heading to the beach right now. And we're in the decorated up golf cart. And this is our little private strip to heaven. It's a, is this 2200 or is this, don't tell, so we're going to get a rush of people that come because we're so fabulously famous. Anyway, we're heading to the beach, and I just thought I'd give that little clip. And hello?
Edisto.
All right. I was able to catch a shot of the flyover, and it went over very fast. And I got to warn you, everybody reacts to the flyover in a different way, and there may be a word or two that's not too suitable in here, but here goes the flyover. Enjoy.
Where are they? Shit. Right above you.
Once again, I missed the 4th of July fireworks, but I did not miss the best light show in the sky. This picture right here of our supermoon was absolutely amazing, and it was on the 4th of July this year. So I didn't miss the greatest light show, and it was taken with my Samsung Shaboom La 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 trimester super duper Shamaram camera. You cannot get this camera unless you're a podcaster, so don't go to the store and look for it, or try to spell it for that matter. We're going to go to our man about town, Mr. Cubby Huffines, who's pictured here with the lovely Carlisle Griffin, and she is a wonderful musician as well. Cubby took some video of Eddie B. and Bruce Standiford down there. Unbelievable. They did a great show that night, and Bruce does this unbelievable job of Jimi Hendrix. I'll let you hear that. And we're also going to go down to Dockside and look at the legendary Cody Webb. This boy is just full of energy and full of talent. And so is Carlisle Griffin. And I don't know why these two haven't already made it. They certainly do deserve to. But we're going to watch them here. And on Edisto, we'll continue to support them. And one day they'll be able to say, yeah, they knew the little people of Edisto. I don't think they'll forget us, though. But enjoy and watch. Hello, Edisto.
Now that I've lost everything to you say you want to start something new, and it's breaking my heart that you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving, but if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear. Then a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Ooh, baby, it's a wild world.
The wind cries, Marian.
There ain't no doubt when you're gonna find her on the coast of Carlisle, dancing in some little beach bar while the band's playing, shagging on the boulevard, walking the boardwalk, breathing in that salty air. It could be raining.
Edisto has some mighty fine musicians, and speaking of mighty fine musicians, Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Crawford. Okay, well, actually, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Actually, I'm thinking more or less of a different musician who was born here many years ago, Mr. James Lee Jamerson. James Lee Jamerson played bass guitar for Motown for Berry Gordy Jr. and Smokey Robinson back in the 60s. As a matter of fact, he played 95% of Motown's hits from 1962 to 1968. He was with a group called the Funk Brothers. Berry Gordy Jr. and also Smokey Robinson put this group together to play for these vocal groups that really didn't have any instrumentation. They didn't play instruments like Martha and the Vandellas and the Temptations, and a lot of the groups they didn't necessarily play the instruments. So they had these backup musicians, and they were the top guns, and James Lee Jamerson happened to be the bass guitar player for them and was amazing. He played stuff like, let me look at this list here. He played You Can't Hurry Love, the bass lick on that, and he played with one finger. One finger. It was amazing. He played with one finger better than most people play with 17 fingers. He was amazing. He also played My Girl, you know, that dung, 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 dung. Yep, that's his. He not only played these songs, he signified them. The signature licks are what really defines a song, and this man did it straight up. He also did Dancing in the Streets with Martha and the Vandellas, not the David Bowie version or whatever that is. He also did For Once in My Life with Stevie Wonder. Yeah, that's a great one. And I heard it through the grapevine, but more or less the Gladys Knight and the Pips version of that. But I've been honored to be asked to sing at a celebration for James Lee Jamerson that's going to take place at the Edisto Civic Center on April 19th between 6 and 8 o'clock at night. So I'm not sure where you can get tickets, but I guess you could call Town Hall and they would know something about that. Or maybe just look up James Lee Jamerson, or you can send me an email and I'll have it figured out by then. You can send it to the website at helloedisto@gmail.com. But anyway, I'm going to be singing a song in this. I've been asked with the musicians, we're meeting to get our opening keys and what we sing it in, and they chose me a song. I didn't choose the song, but it's going to be great for me because I've never done this song, as many Motown songs as I actually do. This is one I don't do, so I'm going to get to do David Ruffin's song, Ain't Too Proud to Beg. And boy, is that going to be a stretch, but I believe I got it. I believe I got this. So anyway, I hope to see you there. It's going to be a fun event. And beforehand, there's going to be a street, not renaming of Steamboat Landing Road. This is the street he was born on, Steamboat Landing Road. It's going to be a sign beside it saying Scenic Highway, this is dedicated to the James Lee Jamerson Parkway or something like that. It's going to be a big honor. Then afterwards, we move the party onto the Civic Center at Edisto. So that's going to be really, really great, and we hope to see you there. And also, Matt Lieber, our 116th state representative, is going to be there. He's not our 116th state, the district, 116th district state representative Matt Lieber is going to be there, and many, many wonderful people, and it's going to be a celebration, a hootenanny, as we say. So we'll have more on that later. Hope to see you there. Hello, Edisto. Edisto is a beautiful place with wonderful people and wonderful families. And I want to give a shout out to this wonderful business here, the Edistonian. It's been here for as long as I've been here, the 40 years that I've been here, way longer than that. They've been here, since this island was dirt roads, I believe. But anyway, very hard-working people. You got Frida, you got Angela, you got Andy, and you got Jerome. Just really good people, so they're just a staple here, just as true as the North Star. And a good idea for you before you go to the busy end of the island here, or the beach rather. Get your beer there. You know, it's going to be quicker in and out, colder because people aren't fanning the doors and just you're doing hometown business that way. And just a shout out to all my friends at the Edistonian. Hello, Edisto. This beautiful structure behind me has been here since I got here on day one, and it's now Coots. You had the beautiful Coots Lounge, Pavilion, but at one time this was many different things. This was, when I first got here, it was a place called the Blue Marlin. Then it went from the Blue Marlin to Coots. Then it went from Coots to a place called Finn's, and then it went back to Coots. Anyway, it's beautiful, and Edisto's wonderful this time of year, and it's going to be so much fun here. And this is just one of the many snippet clippets I'm going to be doing while I'm doing the podcast. So make sure you send me your snippet clippets to helloedisto@gmail.com. We'll get your pictures, we'll get your movies, your videos. Nobody calls them movies, right? We'll get your videos up there, anything you like, and send them on and we'll get them on. All right? See you later. Hello, Edisto. Right here in this lovely area used to be a sign, several signs. This is where Pressley's at the Marina is now, and also Big Bay Creek Villas here. Pressley's is just around there, but there used to be several signs here, and I'm going to show them to you right now. Before it was Pressley's at the Marina, and before it was the Marina at Edisto, it used to be simply Edisto Marina, simply Ship's Store, and a place called Salty Mike's. Salty Mike's was a restaurant and a bar that had music out on the deck also, and I really didn't play much for Mike Altine for Salty Mike's because I was strictly a Dockside guy at that time, and that's it. Nothing, no big deal. I wasn't mad at them. I didn't go to hate them when I first got here. It was just I was Dockside because, you know, George Fontaine, a.k.a. Bucci, is the one who hired me, so there was loyalty there back when people had loyalty. So now it's Pressley's at the Marina, and it's a great place, and it's been many different things also besides, well, not many, 3 different things that I know of. Besides Salty Mike's, it was once the Sunset Grill. Now, I did play for the Sunset Grill because David Gressett was way too fun not to play music for. And he paid well, and he paid you even if you didn't play, like if it rained or something. So that was also cool. And I love playing for Pressley's at the Marina now because it's pretty much the same deal. If you set it up and it starts raining, she doesn't send you home with nothing, you know, so that's really great. Plus the bosses there, and I do call them bosses because I still respect who's hiring me. They're very fair, so that you can't ask for better than that. But now it's just simply the Marina at Edisto, and Charles and his lovely wife, whose name evades me right now because it's so late, but they're running it and doing a great job. They're having the Governor's Cup this week. I'm going to be down there covering some of it with my friend Travis Stevenson. Here's a picture of him. And we're just going to have a good time and roll on Edisto, and hello, Edisto. Hello, Edisto. It's July 19th, 2023, and we're here at the Marina at Edisto, and it's the first day of the Governor's Cup. And let me look around and show you how packed this lot is. There's going to be lots of stuff. I think they're bringing lots of things going on right now. I think maybe I don't know if they've started the fishing tournament yet or if this is the first day, but we're going to go out to the dock and look around there and see what's going on there. We'll report from there, all right? There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Travis Stevenson. He's here on Hello Edisto. Hello, Edisto. And we're saying hey to him right now, and we're going to walk around and see what else is going out here. See the vantage point. We can director's view, and we'll get to see everything this way. This is fancy.
I emailed you a picture.
Yeah, I got it. Looks good. I'll be talking with Travis later on. We're going to do all kind of things. He's got a podcast coming up with me real soon on all the things going on in the wilderness where he lives, as well as here at his home on Edisto. Lots of interesting people here. Let's walk around and see some more. Gotta be honest, it doesn't seem like there's as much going on out here, and which is a good thing, because the Governor's Cup this place used to be packed. So I believe, I'm surmising right now, what they've done is they've moved it to Bay Creek Park, which was very smart, because this place used to be just such a nut house. So they've moved it over there to Bay Creek Park and extended the festivities, it seems, to include all kind of games for the kiddies and adult beverages. And I'll bet it's probably even pet friendly since it's the park, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, lots of good things going on here on Edisto, but I'm not sticking around for them. I'm going back to the house, and I'll be reporting from there. Hello, Edisto. After I left the marina, I walked over to Bay Creek Park area, and this is what I saw. I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of out of the loop these days. I don't even know what's going on here at the Governor's Cup. It's expanded into the market, the little place where everybody does events here. It's gotten really big. Yeah, this is Bay Creek Park, or Big Bay Park, but they've got all kind of tables. That must be something to do with the captain's meeting tonight, but they've got the cornhole thing set up, and it looks like Markers Mark Whiskey is in full setup here, and it looks like they must be going to have some kind of events up there on the stage as well. We're just going to take some walking around and look and see what's going on here at the Governor's Cup 2023 Edisto Beach at the Marina at Edisto. Well, that wraps up my first day at the Marina 2023 Bill Fishing Tournament of the Governor's Cup. I'm going to go back, I'm sure, and probably watch the fish come in tomorrow and maybe catch a few weigh-ins, or at least get a few videos of what's going on there in the next podcast. But before I even got to where I was in that last video clip, I shuttled some people from the airport to Heaven, which is known as Edisto. It was either Pulio, but anyway, his name was Philip. Here's a picture of Philip right now, and I'm showing his picture because he didn't participate in the group shout-out in the car. He was in the front seat beside me because there was 6 of them and only one of me. So anyway, here's the video of them in just a second. And after we were talking on the way there, is a lot of people do in the car, talk about the events and things, special things there, what's going on Edisto, what's Edisto got special. I say, we got a lot special. But one thing that was very macabre that we still hold to this day and always will is the beach house of Alex Murdaugh of the Murdaugh Murders. There's a picture of the Murdaughs right there, and the beach house is on Edisto, and so they'd never seen it, so they said, oh gosh, do a drive-by. And I said, I can't do one, but I'll do one on the podcast and show it to you, so I'll show that to them and you as well here. So enjoy this little video clip of the shout-out and the drive-by. Hello, Edisto. Hello, Edisto. I'm in the shuttle right now, and I've got a group. Where are you guys from?
Pennsylvania.
Maryland. Are y'all having a good time?
Oh yeah.
What do y'all plan to do when you get to Edisto?
Beaching it.
Go to the beach, play pickleball.
Pickleball? We have no pickleball there.
We'll find a way.
You'll find a way? Okay, on the count of 3, I want y'all to go, hello, Edisto, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Edisto.
All right, thanks very much, guys. Well, since I'm on this end of town, I thought I would turn down Bay Point Drive and take a detour to the Alex Murdaugh house. As you remember, those murders happened, very gruesome murders happened several months ago, but the house is a pretty modest beach house, to tell you the truth. It's not anything big I'm going to take a shot of it right here and side view of it. And we're going to respect people everywhere are filming this house anywhere, not just me. But that's the house that where all the bad stuff, it didn't happen there, but he summoned her, his wife, from that house to go to be murdered at the house, his farmhouse that was in, I think it was Colleton County. Anyway, bad stuff at bad times, but it was a modest beach house, and I think Nancy Grace has even stood in the yard here, but we'll say goodbye to it for now, and hopefully nothing like that will ever happen again, at least in this community.
Hello, my name is Mr. Bedoggy. That's B-D-O-G-G-I-E, Bedoggy. I am joining you from Edisto Beach to promote the Hello Edisto podcast with my friend David Crawford. Look, I said you could come to the beach, but your voice. What is wrong with voice? Lower it, lower it. Okay, I'm here at Edisto Beach. That's not funny. You know what I mean? Wrap it up. We want you to join us for podcasts, so be sure to join us at helloedisto.com, and we see you then, okay? Bye-bye now.
It seems like no matter where I go, I cannot get away from Mr. Bedoggy. And even though the guy gets on my nerves, he's got one thing right. We want you watching Hello Edisto, and we're glad you're here. And if you want to be on the show, on the podcast, hit us up at helloedisto@gmail.com, or just send us a message from wherever you're viewing this. But that's this podcast for now. Hello, Edisto.